Welcome back to another episode. Ryan and Kevin here with Chaos MMA, and today we have on Joshua DaSilveira, who fights this Friday at LFA 98. Joshua, first off, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Doing good. Happy to be fighting. I passed my test, so
Yeah.
that's clear.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great, man. And now, before we get into the fight and everything, I just wanted to ask you, how was 2020 for you with COVID and everything going on? Like, how was that for you?
2020. I feel like it was rough all the way around for everybody, but
Yeah.
for some people, I think they gained a lot too because kind of worked on some of the things that you probably wouldn't work on because you probably had a lot of time to do other stuff. But with 2020, you got to work on yourself a little bit. So I actually got to fight. I believe I fought twice in 2020. I'm not sure, but I got some fights in. Been at ATT. We're still working out, so not much change, man. Still on that little trying to make it, to the top. So you're always kind of struggling until you make it up there,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely. Yeah.
So when COVID first hit, were you like, let me take advantage of this and train hard every day, or was it like that, or was it like something else?
It would, to be honest, when it hit, I felt like a lot of people were affected by it, like the people who had like daily jobs. But
Yeah.
for fighters like us, I mean, if you got it, you got it. You got over it, the sickness, and you got back to training.
Yeah.
It was
Mm,
really changed for us. We stayed training. Obviously, when it was really bad, the gym did shut down for a little bit, just until we kind of see what was going on. But for the pro fighters, it's not open for the public. But once we started opening the doors again, and I stayed at the dorms too. I stayed at the American Top Team dorm. So for me, life wasn't that much of a change, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So to your fight now, how was training camp for this one? Would you say it was like a very good one? It was just decent. Like, how would you say it was?
So like the position I'm in, and being an American Top Team, I'm always around UFC caliber, PFL, Bellator guys. Um, and my camps are kind of meshed with their camps. 'Cause I'm a wrestler and I have some grappling, and I could give a guys a lot of good feels. So, I work with guys like Thiago Maheta. He'll do his whole camp. Thiago, the Hammer, the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said his name in Portuguese. My bad. But like I'll work with him, and then Christoph Jocko, I worked with him, and my camp will kind of just mesh together, with people that I'm working with. But like a specific game plan, I don't really do it very often. I just go with what I I'm a go guy, so I don't really. There's a couple things I see,
Yeah.
but there's no specific in my camp, you know.
Yeah, now one of the things I wanted to ask you, like you're training at ATT. This is like regarded as one of the best gyms in the world. Like you got amazing coaches over there, a ton of great fighters. Like, how is that training with those people? And isn't your dad your head
Yeah, my,
coach?
my, my dad, it's
Yeah.
crazy, but I saw my dad build the team. My dad and some other guys, they build the team from the ground up. So my dad is my head coach. He's Conan Severa. Um, Usually in life, you don't want your parents kind of getting involved with your things, but the guy's been here, he's done it, and he knows how to separate when it's father time and when it's coach time.
Hmm.
So he's been in my ear ever since I was a little baby, and and then answer your question, working out American Top Team, some days are great and some days could be not that great. My uncle would tell me, there's a saying in Portuguese, I'll say it in English, but he goes, sometimes the hunter doesn't go to hunt every day. The hunter
Hmm.
stays in the
Yeah.
cabin and open a can of beans. And sometimes I'm in the house opening a can of beans because it's just not my day, not my day to go hunt.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
it's a great experience, man. Working out at ATT every day, you see, you kind of see the direction where you want to go with all the people around, all the people at the top. It makes you stay motivated, like Dustin Poirier just won. I was seeing him on a daily basis, just watching his grind and stuff like that. It's motivating, it's things like that.
Yeah, like every year when they do like the coach of the year stuff, you see a ton of coaches from American Top Team. Like they're always in like the awards and stuff. Like, and that's why they bring up such good fighters all the time. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have a good lineage of coaches. Like I remember going to the American Top Team when Mike Brown was a fighter. Um,
Yeah.
when Thiago Alves started fighting, he still is fighting, but when he started when he was like 19, just the list goes on and on and on. And it's cool seeing these guys become coaches now. And actually, I guess you could say this is like the first generation of MMA coaches, because usually a coach would come from like a Muay Thai background or a boxing background.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing like actual real MMA coaches that been in there, been in there, fought in there, the same type of style. So it's cool to have those guys at the gym.
Well, man, that's great to hear. We can't wait for this fight now. So, what are your thoughts on Matt Paul as an opponent, and how do you think you match up stylistically with him?
I think Matt Paul is going to be the greatest challenge I've had. I mean, I had some good amateur fights, some guys who are like 8-1, 6-1, but as of right now, I feel like Matt Paul's overall he's a good opponent. Good ground game. He has good submissions. He's fought in Bellator one time. He's fought game guys, and I think it'd be a good test for me, a good test for him. Um, he looks like he puts in work too. He looks like he's definitely about it. Some guys want to do this and they're not even about it. He looks like he's about it. It'd be a good time,
Yeah.
man. I think in regards of the fight and stuff, of course, I'm gonna go for it all the way, man. I'm gonna try to put the pace on him and all that. But I think it'd be a great fight. A good
Yeah.
point in my career.
Yeah. So January 29th, what's your official prediction, and how do you like expect the fight to play out?
I know he's like a 10th planet black belt guy, jiu-jitsu guy. So I know he has some good
Yeah.
ground game that. But he's big swinging hook guy. But I just see myself taking my time like I always do. I let the fight progress. Let the believe in the process. And just in and out movement and have them just over committing to something. And whether I take them down and some ground and pound or I catch them on their feet some way. But I think wherever the fight goes is going to be okay. Even if I
Yeah.
end up on back for a little bit, I'll be okay.
Yeah. And in Matt's game, do you see any like weaknesses or challenges in his game?
Um, I feel like if the fight doesn't go the way he wants it to go, he's gonna start breaking. I feel like he has a tendency to break. I won't know. I won't find out till I get there, But I feel like he'll break a little bit. Once the grappling starts to get involved. I just have this hybrid of jiu-jitsu and wrestling. I haven't really got to shown it very much because I just been on my feet lately. But
Yeah.
if that happens, wherever the fight goes, I'll be ready.
Yeah, well, I can't wait for this fight. Great fight coming up on Friday. And now, after this fight, you win, take no damage, everything goes well. How long would you like to take off? Like, when would you be looking to get back in there again?
I talked about this with my pops. Depending on how it goes, man, maybe 2 months, 3 months, and most likely it'll be at 85.
Okay.
I'll get down to middle. Yeah.
And
So I do this light heavyweight right now because I don't worry about cutting too much weight. I wrestled 197 in college,
okay.
so I know how to deal with bigger guys in general. But I feel like the next challenge is to go 185, and I feel like that will be a good start to my middleweight career because 205, these guys are big, man. When you talk about the top notch guys, they're big and they hit hard and they hit heavy. But I think Matt Paul is I think he cut to 185 too. So I think he's a naturally 185 as well.
Yeah, how do you think that cut would be down the 185 for you? Have you ever done it before?
I've done it. My last two amateur fights, because I did it in the beginning of my amateur career in Arizona. I did it twice and my opponent didn't show up. And it wasn't a hard fight. It was just shitty,
Yeah.
But my last two fights was against Jose Castanon and I forgot the other guy's name, but they were Jose was 8-1. I knew he was gonna show up. I knew he was gonna be ready to go. So I make the weight cut when it's time. And my last time I did it, I fought for Tough Enough, the 185 belt.
Oh, okay.
So I knew that guy was gonna be game, and I knew I was gonna fight.
Yeah.
They just suck the cut when the guys they don't show up or whatever the case is.
Yeah, that is true. And now, so you were active in 2020. You had 2 wins And now at 2021, so it's like we're barely a month in now. You already have a fight. Now, how many times are you looking to get in there this year, you think? Are you looking to be a very active fighter this year?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That I'm 28, man. I'm not old, but I'm not that young either. I spent a lot of time collegiate wrestling, so I got to get after it. But yeah, if I could get this fight, and if I could get 3 fights this year, that'd be sick, man.
Yeah.
That'd be super blessing.
Yeah.
And big, if I get 3, 4, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one of the things we like to do at the end of our interview is ask like fighters like you like predictions and like news or what's ever going on in the MMA world. So recently, Jake Paul versus Ben Askren got made for a boxing fight. What's your
No,
prediction on that fight?
that is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I'm not a hater, man. Good. Congratulations to both of them.
Yeah.
Jake Paul makes a lot of noise. Ben
Yeah.
he's just a funny old guy. Oh, did I lose you guys? Oh no, okay.
Yeah.
Prediction to that fight, man. It's an 8-rounder. It's an 8-rounder,
Yeah.
and the last time Jake fought it was about that was was it 6 rounds?
I think so.
I
Something
think it
like
was
that.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, with the extra 2 rounds, man, I'm telling you, Jake, boxing's not just boxing. There's a little bit of grappling involved, whether you're collar pulling dirty boxing or you're getting underhooks. And Ben's good at that.
Yeah.
Ben's good at fighting and moving. To be honest, the crowd might be kind of upset about what's going to happen because I don't think Ben's going to go outbox him. I think Ben's just going to go outwork him and just make him swing heavy. And then, rounds maybe 4 or 5, you might start seeing some action. But if it goes to decision, just the way how things work out, I'm sure they're going to give it to Jake just because if it goes to decision, I think the only way Ben wins is if he knocks him out or makes him quit. You never know with these judges. But it's gonna Ben's. I think it's gonna be funny, man. It's definitely gonna, in my opinion. In no disrespectful way to Nate Robinson, definitely a better fight than Nate Robinson. He shouldn't have been in there.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was really great speaking with you. Good luck on your next fight. We'll definitely be watching. And if there's any sponsors or any shout out on social media, the floor is yours.
All right, yeah. So X-Ship, my boy Marcelo X-Ship down in Florida, I appreciate it. Foltz Disposal up in Pennsylvania, I appreciate it. I just got a new sponsor, Versa Climber. Thank you a lot. And Prototype Combat Fitness for making my gear. Thank you. And last but not least, American Top Team. Shout out to the best gym in the world. And you guys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Man.
Thank you so much, man.
For sure, brother. Have a good one.
All right, have a good one, man.
Yeah, peace.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Chaos MMA. Also, subscribe and watch our videos on YouTube, Chaos MMA. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.